it's my pleasure to introduce a remarkable leader whose entrepreneurial spirit and deep commitment to community development to continue to shape our region. Antonio McBroom began his journey with Ben & Jerry's as a college student, and through vision and determination became the youngest franchisee in the company's history. Is that right? Today he serves as the CEO of Primo Partners and is chairman of the Chatham Economic Development Corporation. So please help me welcome Antonio McBroom.
Good morning. So about 3 years ago, county leader and personal mentor of mine, Chris Ehrenfeld, tapped me and kind of nudged me to join the Chatham Economic Development Board. When we had those technical difficulties, I almost went over to him to tap him to come do this presentation. But fortunately, we got that stuff fixed. And speaking of being tapped, our leader, Michael Smith, he's the president of the Chatham EDC. He's out of town, so he asked me to step in. So I'll do my best to just walk you through some of the amazing work that he and our staff are doing. I'd like to start off just by acknowledging our staff. So Jace, Monica, Philip, would you guys please stand? And while they're up, I'd also like to ask any current or past EDC board members or staff members to stand just so you can see the fabric of our board within this room. Okay, thank you. Much better.
Sorry.
All right, so we'll kick off today by talking about the priorities of the EDC. The purpose of our board is to really lead the effort to increase the tax base and new jobs here in Chatham County. We look at ourselves as a triage, really an incubator for business assistance and workforce development. We support existing businesses. We also support the economic development efforts of the county's different municipalities. And at the end of the day, we want to be the economic development information resource and clearinghouse for the county, towns, local businesses, and most importantly, our citizens. What you'll see up here next is around out-commuting. What this slide says is we've got a total of 13,564 people coming into our county for work. 6,368 people live here and work here. But the devastating part about this is 27,101 people who live here go somewhere else to work. So this in and of itself is why the EDC exists. We want to change these numbers and create local opportunities for our residents. Next, you'll see the Carolina Core. The Carolina Core stretches from 421, which is known as the future I-685. This goes from Wilkesboro down to Fayetteville. Along this core, it includes 4 mega sites, 2 of which are right here in Chatham County. The Toyota site is just 11 miles from Solid City. So all these mega sites have landed huge projects in the last 3 years. In 2018, when the Carolina Core Band was formed, they had a goal that they wanted to create 50,000 industrial and office jobs by 2038. As of August, we'd already created 53,000 jobs. So now our new goal is 100,000 jobs by 2038. So we're well ahead of schedule on this. Now let's zoom in a little bit. This is what I like to call Chatham-centric. This map was created in 2021 during a time when we were seeing several very large projects show interest in our county. It was designed to show that while it may look like Chatham County is in the middle of nowhere, we really have a lot going on in and all around us if you look at all the activity that we're right here in the center of. The next thing I'll show you is our future land use map. So as we think about what makes Chatham County special, and I travel a whole lot for work. My businesses span across the Southeast from DC to Texas. But there's no feeling like coming back into Raleigh-Durham and coming to my home in Chatham County because it's really special. We've got this unique charm, and it's really important that we preserve it. So this land use map shows you that while we're really trying to push development and growth, we're doing it strategically in the municipalities. And we're still going to preserve our rural and agricultural characteristics that make Chatham County special. So our places of industrial development like TIP, Apex Gateway, and the CAM site are all strategically and well thought out for years. So now let's dive deeper a little bit into what's happening with the workforce. What this map right here will show you is the secret of the South is out. We had this little secret for a long time, but the secret is out. And we're excited to see large growth in our region of the Southeast. Over 7% growth you see along our beloved Southeast region, and North Carolina specifically. So this growth is exciting. Now, as we think about, well, what's our place in North Carolina? How are we growing as a county? What you'll see here is a lot of the state's growth is focused right here in our region. Looking from Guilford to Johnston County, there's about 130 people moving here daily. I wonder why. We've got a lot to offer. If you look at just local talent, the higher education opportunities that are right here in our region, it's remarkable. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased, and you can tell from the color shirt I'm wearing. I'm a Tar Heel at heart. But we've got amazing institutions all around our region. With more than 25 colleges, universities, and technical institutes in this 50-mile radius of our county, a lot of them also offer graduate programs. These regional universities have 40,000 graduates annually, many of which know about our secret and they want to stay here. And then also there's a community college within 30 minutes of every resident in their right market. We've got the largest military base in the world in a 45-minute drive. So I'm a little biased, but we've got a lot of good stuff going for us. Now let's talk about some of the ongoing projects and recent announcements that have been happening here. Here you'll see our commercial and industrial growth has grown dramatically, up 24%. So we've got amazing momentum, specifically with VinFast, the start of productions planned for 2028. We're in ongoing discussions. Our leadership with the EDC and the county is in ongoing discussions with the company leadership regarding their future plans just to make sure we stay on track. Currently, we have a vehicle at CCCC for training purposes. Talk about Wolfspeed now. We're ahead of the curve on this one. We've begun hiring employees on this site. 2,300 construction workers are on site. 2.2 million square foot under the roof. And we've got customized training underway with CCCC, our great partner. Here you'll see an amazing photo of the site, but I want you to look past the construction site. There's about 1,300 acres that's still available behind the site for further development. I'd also like to congratulate Innovation Construction Group. So they're located at the Chatham Solid City Advanced Manufacturing Site, also known as the CAM site. 157 new jobs, $39 million investment. And we anticipate over $8.3 million in annual payroll once they fully build it out. So it's big time for our county. And then we've got MetOX International. So this manufactures high temperature superconducting wire, which can make energy transmission up to 10 times more efficient than traditional copper cables. 333 new jobs here in Chatham, $193.7 million investment. Now, when we look at industrial land that's available, there's a 375-acre commercial industrial development, Durham Coca-Cola bottling headquarters, that's now open and operational. We recently acquired some additional acreage for the second phase, so that shows that they're looking at growth just like we are. And this site is marketed towards life science industry with multiple 100,000 plus square foot buildings under development right now. The Triangle Innovation Point, we call it Tip West, 360 acres, heavy industrial site. FedEx completed construction on 338,000 square foot facility. So this is now operational. This is just beside VinFast, and it's marketed towards advanced manufacturing and life science users. There's multiple cleared paths ready for users, and utilities are already in place. One of 15 sites to earn the North Carolina Select Site designation, which identifies the most industrial development ready sites in the state. So if it's not clear, the secret's out about Chatham County, but we're ready for the development that's coming our way. Thank you so much for all that you do to support the EDC.